So, I'm honest with you, I had to look up where to get the ending B. I was, I think, trying around for an hour at least now. And I really and I really don't want to miss the upload today. Of course, there are multiple parts. But yeah, I'm recording the whole thing in one go right now. And yeah, I had to look it up actually. So I try to think of the scenes where I read the interactions the first time, because I'm honest with you, I don't even know if this choice even mattered. But more for that in my final review. So I think this mattered, because this is the only thing in all my tries I didn't do. Because... yeah. I can hate the body under here. Hardly ideal, but I don't have much of a choice. Now, back to looking around. Is it bad that I'm glad that you're here? I'm touched that you still think of me, even after all this time. I misclicked. You and me, we both can see that this kid's just like any other. I can't go back. You're just going to throw me to jail, aren't you? Unfortunately, you've done things that I can't just ignore. I promise that I'll take good care of your son. We'll visit you. How nice. How many years do you think I get? Will you really keep coming for that long? I'm not young anymore. We both might die before my sentence ends. I've chased you long enough. Wouldn't that be nice? Too bad. Rotting quietly in jail isn't really my style. I leave him to you. Mint, be a good boy and listen to her, alright? Think of her as your mom too. Mom? Dove, you better keep your promise. I'll be always watching you both. Magnolia, hey, what? She disappeared. Mom? Deep within the forest there is a grove, where the tree branches grasp and claw at your neck, and the air is thick as miasma, choking the very life out of you. In the center of the grove lies the witch's house, arrogant, mighty and wretched. The witch vanished without a trace, leaving her creation and possessions behind. The chapter closed without an ending. No living soul knows what became of her. With time, the dusty files about her sins lie forgotten. Life moves on, new stories are being written. But there are some still stuck in the past. After all, that witch was my mother. Are you sure that you'll be fine by yourself? I'll be quick. I doubt that you have any good memories here. You've really grown up? Yell for me if anything weird's going on, alright? I will, thanks, Duff. In the end, I never could bring myself to call her my mom. I'm glad that she never pushed me to, either. Home sweet home, I guess. Considering everything that happened, it's impressive how ordinary I turned out. Oh, so people will ransack the house, but will leave my drawing. My current art skill is not much better. I guess I was never an artist. It's locked. I wonder what Mom used as a passcode. What? So, I'm honest with you, I looked that up too, and I do not have any idea why that is. It's surprisingly clean, I guess because it's locked. It's the first time I've been here. I guess looking back, I didn't really want to know what she's up to in here. Wait, this blood. The smell is fresh. Can't be. This laboratory is still in use? It is. Welcome home. Mom. So... let's talk about the game. I have to I'm honest with you, I have mixed feelings about this game. Very, very, very mixed feelings. I wouldn't really consider it a horror game as such. Because it's um it's a music problem. Because the visuals were great. I really liked the pixelated art style and also the face artworks of the characters, as well as the book artworks from the scenes and such. So the visuals were really good in my opinion. But the music ruined it a lot. I don't know why some RPG Maker devs tend to put really funky and exciting and all that, and I don't know what hype music in their horror games. I don't have a problem with RPG Maker games. As I already told you, I also work with the RPG Maker. But the thing is, there are really, really great, awesome RPG Maker games out there. Already the demo of Solar's Creek from Starlit is awesome. And the Legends of Numina from him are also great. And I'm honest with you, I'm a fan of the Shannon Manley Badass Hero. I really like to look him or to look at to look his content or watch his content. So so there are really great projects out there and really, really great RPG Maker games out there, and as well as great RPG Maker horror games. But I think because also the story was not interesting. I like the idea of a scientist who created a homunculus and something went a little bit wrong and they raise him as their son. I really like the idea. It has a lot of potential, and I also keep in mind that the game was made during a contest. So from what I know, most contests, especially for RPG Maker games, on itch grants the game devs only 1 month to pull out a game. Um, and that means getting the music together, coming up with a story, and yeah, pulling out a game from scratch in 1 month. I participated in such contest myself already, um, and it is hard. It is really hard. Um, you have to keep it really simple and short. Um, so I do not critique in that case that the story is that simple and short and only sums up a moment instead of being a full-fledged story. And the game already said it has approximately half an hour to an hour of game time. Um, so I don't calculate that into my critique. And for what it was, the story was fine. I liked it. The idea is good. As I already said, the visuals are pleasing, and so it is really a music problem. If they had used not so in-your-face music, so to say, there could have been a way better atmosphere, in my opinion. So it was not really coming along that it is indeed a horror game, in my opinion. And I'm honest with you, I was afraid that I do have to go through the game all over again. Here, when I misclicked because Manly did one other in the final interaction with Darth. He said the contrary thing. So if contrary, if opposites attract each other and such, and I was afraid that this will cause me, that I misclicked in that moment, will cause me to get ending A again. So I cannot tell you on what ending B depends. I know that it is important that you hide the body under the bed, so Mint does not see the body. Because I tried multiple combinations of decisions in the game and always got ending A. So I guess getting ending B it is important to hide the body under the bed, definitely. And then in the final interaction, pick the first choice. So saying that you are happy to see Duff. I think these two things, and maybe having motherly feeling, I don't know. And what I also critique is if you have such a wonky thing to pull off, or to a gamer to get the second ending, please, please, dear devs, put an ending guide into the game folder. It is not hard. I did it myself for my game. So please, 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 put an ending guide in the game folder. Because I was really annoyed in the end to get ending B. And had to look up, because the second, and also a point in my critique is, it seems that the game dev has no interest, and this is just an assumption. I'm just assuming things here. But to me, it seems that the game dev has no interest in letting the players know how to get ending B, because before I looked up at YouTube, I looked into the comment section in the game page, and I'm not the only one who had a hard time getting ending B. There were at least 2 or I think even 3 people asking how to get ending B, and they didn't get an answer. And the questions were asked 20 days ago, and the game writes that the game is continuously updated. So they are active, I would assume. And one answer said, in the final interaction, choose the first option, and then again the first option, and then the third option. And I tried this. There's no third option. There is no third option. So, I cancelled the decision, thinking that this is the secret third option, and it wasn't. And I was really upset. I'm honestly really upset how you get the third ending, to be honest. So of course it is depending on one's personal taste, but in my opinion, it's not the best. It is a decent game because idea and visuals are good, but there are many critique points that ruin the game experience for me, in my opinion. I don't know how you see it. Please let me, again, as always, let me know in the comments below. And because of the choice of music, I can't see it really as a horror game, to be honest. It's a dark game, but not a horror game, because the mood wasn't there for me. So yeah, that's my review for Symbiosis. Of course, I hope you had fun anyways, because I didn't had a bad time playing the game. Please don't get me wrong here, I didn't had a bad time, but there are many critique points I have. So yeah, I will see you in the next project. Bye!